Aight, it's your boy Moseefus, the 20 view king, and everything I do get 20 views. Shout out my man TRIPP with the 1117 dono. You had song on the Wednesday list for 7 months now. I think there's a Snoop Dogg track that's been on the Wednesday list for like a good year and change, man. It's like when I go date added oldest, I think it's like on the top right there. And I'll be like, yo, just shuffle it up. That happens too. Like I've been getting a big string of them joints being played on Wednesday, but there's a couple of them that just stuck in that joint too. But hey, man, this one's getting played right now. Bone Thugs and Harmony D.O.A. remix. Yeah, let them know. You come down to the Patreon, you get to add 10 songs to the Wednesday list. Let me give y'all a quick look at the Wednesday list. I hope you don't mind too much, TRIPP, Doug. You don't mind too much. Let me just give them a look at the Wednesday list real quick. So this is the Patreon list, right? And each of my Patreons get a link to add music to this list right here. And they get to add 10 songs on a rotating scale. So, not rotating scale, on a rotation. So look, yeah, see? Look, Sadistic Eden, that's been there for, they added oldest. It's been with Stoop Doggy Dog, the Shiznit. So a lot of these joints been there, More Like You from Tone Deaf. Like some of these joints been up there, Steely Dan, that's before Babylon's sister was even a Patreon. She was a Patreon, she's not even down with the Patreon anymore, but you still get to add. That's another thing. Once a Patreon, always a Patreon, man. I'm not gonna be sitting there and denying you the access to the link that I already gave you. So if you become a Patreon and you don't got the funds to do it every month, you can still add to that list until I change the list probably around next year. So once a Patreon, always a Patreon when it comes to that list. And then even some people like TRIPP, DUBB, and Ricky, they not currently active on the Patreon. Actually, they never were on the Patreon. Day 2, they were never on the Patreon, but since they participate so much, they got the link. So there's a lot of ways to get down that Wednesday link. That's Moseefus, the 20 View King, over there on Twitch. We stream there on Mondays and Wednesday. Monday, we got the album review. We're going to do a whole Black Thought album sponsored by Candy. Shout out Candy. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend, see us everywhere. Give me up on that algorithm, man. Dripped Up, Bone Thugs and Harmony, D.O.A. remix. Let's check this out. So, Death of Auto-Tune was that song Jay-Z came out with. And Jay-Z, for some reason, has such a big freaking machine behind him, man. Everything he puts out, it gets so much freaking traction. I remember this was supposed to be like the most revolutionary song that like it's supposed to, nobody's gonna do auto-tune anymore because Jay-Z said. And I remember when he said, you know, no more jerseys, wear button-ups. Like people really started wearing button-ups. He's been very influential. It's crazy. It's crazy. He's lived a very charmed life. I mean, as far as when he became a rapper, I don't know how nasty his life was before that. You know, he could have been broken shit. He is from Marcy. But this is Bone Thugs and Harmony D.O.A. remix. So check this out. I've never heard this before. Shout out TRIPP, though. Oh yeah, you did see Snoop. That Snoop is your request? That's crazy, see? It's been here for a minute. It's not a number of months for the album review Candy. It's $40. So if you on the $10 tier, it's gonna take 4 months. If you're on the $20 tier, it'll take 2 months. If you're on the $5 tier, it takes 8 months. You know what I mean? It's just that's math. So yeah, it's $40. Once you get to the $40 mark, I'm gonna hit you up for a free bonus review. For the first review, album review. First album review is a free album review. If you've already paid for one, then you've sorry, but I know Eugene and Tim, they was tight. It's like, oh, I don't get a free bonus one? Nah, because you've already had one. It's the first one. I come up with these rules on the fly, y'all, on the fly. Remember the killer, the lyrical beats, I'm gon' murder ya. Up in you like a hernia. The son, I'm just confirming it, nigga. If you get offended, they clearly be talking about you. Get off the bandwagon, nigga. Quit swinging on dicks and get your brand accurate. Frank Jack the man knacks him. Don't need a hand rapping and same with the same average. Always above. Nigga never know love. You niggas is artificial, insufficient, not an issue. My position's monumental. All your shit was accidental. My position's monumental. All your shit was accidental. Cause it's a daily storm blowing through here soon. Originators
can survive it if they state you innovate, but they don't say this can't.
Okay, man, Robin.
Straight, my kidneys be rallied up and split a battalion up like bally's. I exercise you like time, I victimize you, criticize you for using auto-tune. Realize it comes your doom. There's no room for the rest of the.
Flesh is probably the most underrated member of Bone Thugs and Harmony. Because he probably has the smallest body of work through all his jail stints. My man was in jail for most of Bone Thugs and Harmony career, it feels like. And B, he wasn't part of the core group. Pardon me, kombucha. But his flow is definitely maybe number 3 in the group. I put him number 3 behind Busy and Crazy.
They giving the black eye to the game, but it's more than 1,000 ways. They get him and leave a lame, strangle, flesh bang on him, and the neck they let up.
He's the one that came home with the flow. He went down south, right?
Made artificially, motherfuck them, y'all exposed. Now they gotta get disposed. My tips been running hot while these phonies, they hardly not. We can lock on up and then see how hard of a hit you got.
Ooh.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Little Lazy with the Caesar.
Why they wanna look like, dress like, sound like? It's the thuggish, ruggish, critical, criminal, non-subliminal. Set it up, let it up, minds is visible. Battle, I challenge, I rhyme, my syllables sound like bone, that's despicable. Put you in ICU, ICU is not original. It's pitiful, niggas ain't lyrical. Give me that deal, give me that miracle. They lacking the talent, they lacking the balance, they lacking the harmony. These niggas pretenders, no contenders, it ain't hard to see. No,
I can't wait to hear Busy.
They won't make history. Only make Lil Lay mad, they going out like the JJ Fad. How do these stars assume they can use the auto-tune? Just because the bass go boom, I spend my dollars consumed. But nah, I bring these lames to their doom. Better wake up, wake up, wake up. We bringing back innovation. We having a celebration. Cause flesh and bone is home. 10 years strong, that's domination.
Oh, it's when you just got home? Damn, that's a minute ago.
We keeping it epic and never neglected. We get it in on the record. I'm talking about keeping it classic. They talk about keeping it plastic. They putting the game in a casket. We're gonna live on like the Jacksons. I'm sorry I ended your cycle. I gotta do this for Michael. You heard it from Jay-Z, but nigga, this lazy is something I'm willing to die for. Yeah, come on, come on, come on.
Cigarettes are horrible. So glad I quit smoking cigarettes, man. That was a horrible habit. Been cigarette free for 6 years now? Yeah, I think 6 years now.
First off, let me take it back to high school. Nigga teach rules, be innovative, crib. To this day, I don't wear drugs. One first nigga with him in high school. In a bunch of ass niggas, put that out. Shine on everybody's category, cut that out, flat out. It's a damn shame for spare change. What come out these fraudulent rappers? Michael shots are entertainment. I'm complaining north, east, west, and south. Cut that out, till in my pocket, no slouch. Get it, get it. It's a gay scene that don't seem the realest. Knew they place and they did it. Replays, auto-tune, so you need assistance. Rest in silence, hood lifted, they feel me. Resonated, get by with realness. Quiet me, I'ma stay hood, harmony it all. Invisible, cut the crucifix, explode into the.
I'm glad Wish had the shortest verse. He threw nothing, man. Yo, Wish is a running joke when it comes to me and my cousins, because we both Thugs and Harmony fan. Like, don't get it wrong, I love Wish, man. It's just he just man, there's levels to this, man. There's so much levels to this. Later, J.N. Yeah, definitely come back, man. Go follow me on Twitch. Moseefus the 20 if you can.
Invisible, cut the crucifix, explode into the galaxy. Show you niggas I'm loose, I get no fatality. Zeus, I'm coming to juice the mix. Operation totality. Opium flow wherever I go. Choose the mix. Shot myself in Cali, woke up without my witnesses. Saying they think she my mistress is Muhammad, where my bitches.
Shot myself in Cali, woke up without no witnesses. Okay. Wish got lazy. Busy was feeling himself a little bit too much there. I don't think that verse was that good, Biz. Biz sometimes he allows the energy. He thinks the energy will just make his verse hot. I think this is one of those times. Let's hear that again. I ain't really hear shit.
Invisible, cut the crucifix. Quiet me, I'ma stay hood, harmony it all. Invisible, cut the crucifix, explode into the galaxy. Show you niggas how loose I get no fatality. Zeus, I'm coming to juice.
Okay, nah, pretty hard, pretty hard.
Opium flow wherever I go. Choose the mix. Shot myself in Cali, woke up without my witness. greatness is insane. Think she my mistress is my hot.
Die.
Nigga, this peanuts. I'm T-Pain. Back with my Nazarenians and we nuts. These Palestinians with 3 buckshots. When I dropped and called his brother back from Hades like Cain. Told him out. Cherubim say, get out, man. Give me my third eye. Then I pitch it back to the masters like the back of the dollar.
Crazy had the best verse. I think Crazy had the best verse there. It was between Crazy and Flesh. And Lazy verse wasn't bad neither. Wishing Busy's verse was the worst one. Busy ain't really say shit on that one. Alright, that was Both Us in Harmony. D.O.A. remix. It was pretty cool. I wasn't mad at that. They never been for freestyling, man. The bomb, I think the pinnacle of Bone is the harmonizing, you know, when they're doing choruses together. But that rappity rap stuff, that's not what Bone is known for. That's not what we're looking for from Bone. That's not what we're looking for. We know, you know, that's not dope, man. That's not dope. I said that. I'm glad that time period of Bone didn't last too long.